Hi guys, how are you today? Please, something confirm that you can hear me, because it's not always the case. Can you hear me, guys? Cool, thank you very much. So let's get started. It's a very important AMA today because we have always had one problem in Waves, which was called marketing. Everybody was asking when marketing, when marketing, when marketing. And I think marketing is now, so we are starting the campaign for units network. This is a very big thing for Waves, and hopefully not only for Waves. And we are starting the campaign today. So today we will announce the retro drop page where users will be able to stake their liquidity to receive rewards in the future Unit Zero network. And we will start with Waves community. So the first step is to reach out to Waves community and let you guys know that the marketing is starting. The campaign will take approximately 3 months. And after that, we will launch Units network, which will boost Waves and create a new ecosystem like on top of Waves. It will enhance Waves, will make Waves better. So this is very important for us, and a lot of things should fall in place, like market making, funds, public relations, everything. So, but we are starting the public campaign, and you will see a lot of developments, a lot of events, developer events, many different things coming soon. Units network testnet is coming soon, and we will ask you to help us test it out. You will be rewarded for that as well. Other things, other events are going to happen. So now I'm officially announcing the start of this campaign, of pre-launch campaign, Units network bootstrapping. And so there's going to be a tweet from Units account soon, and more people will come. We're just starting. So if you are surprised why there is not like hundreds of thousands of followers in Units social media, because we are starting with you guys. We're starting with Waves community, and next step is reaching out to everyone. But we start today, and we start with Waves community. So as soon as this tweet will be tweeted, I will retweet it, and the campaign will officially be started. It is a good thing, and a lot of things are starting to move forward. So it's cool, guys, because everybody was waiting when we will start marketing, and we are starting it now. And as for what happened last week, a lot of things are happening now on Waves today. For example, finally, Bridges team, which is a very active on Waves, in Waves ecosystem, Pepper team, finally launched their USDT token. This is like aggregated USDT from different chains. You can, for example, issue USDT on Waves using USDT on Binance Smart Chain or on Ethereum, and it's going to be one token, which is quite important because people are usually confused when they see a lot of different USDT tokens on WX network. So Pepe team has launched finally this product. I think it's a quite unique product, and it will be very important for Units ecosystem as well, because Units network will have bridges with maximum restaking. It means that you will be able to get more profits from your assets when you deposit them into Pepe bridges or Units bridges, because those assets will be staked under the hood. If it's Ethereum, it will be staked on Ethereum. If it's like USDT, it will be staked also on Ethereum using DAI protocol. If it's like a volatile asset, it can be staked as well, and nobody did that. In this case, the profit will come from rebalancing the liquidity between different pools in the same asset. It's going to be safe, it's going to be impermanent loss free, and I think this is a unique feature that Units bridges will have. So what happened today, what Pepe team did today is the first step in that direction. Also, what's important, in terms of what was happening last week, WX is launching derivatives, leverage trading, and the first step is launching synthetic assets. The airdrop of synthetic BTC will happen on Monday. You still have time to participate in WX DAO to be eligible, to become eligible for this airdrop, because synthetic assets will be distributed in a series of airdrops. And the first airdrop will be for participants of the DAO. So you can participate in WX DAO and receive some synthetic BTC on Monday. A lot of different things, some other things, but maybe I will reply later if somebody asks me. Yeah. So finally, we have this tweet, and I will retweet it now. Here we go. I retweeted it, and okay. I hope you will get the joke. So, guys, okay, so officially marketing has started. So now to your questions. What do you have me? What questions do you have for me today? Sorry, like a lot of things are happening. I'm doing different things, so I'm a little bit like distracted by different things today. So give me more questions. Malcolm, Waze is going to launch a similar initiative with airdrops like other blockchains. Yes, man, we have started it just now. Check out this link. And don't ask me for a code, because the code will be posted when the time is right. if you want to promote the upcoming units network, we have a special offer for you. I will tell you about it a bit later. NSBT is never forgotten. Please stay tuned for the news from Neutrino team. James McKenna, so why is Leonid still head of WX trading after everything that happened? What is the WX trading, man? You're like it's nonsense. You know, you're like saying something that has no bearing in reality. So I'm really like unable to reply to this question because this is like some word salad, you know. So what the fuck is with WX trading? Tell me, please. Hi Sasha, what do you think about market? I think market is very speculative. It is centered around BTC, which will probably go to $100,000 because currently I think this is a perfect asset to pump, you know, because why crypto is good for speculation, because you have very good reach, you know. For example, stock market doesn't have that reach because it's probably pretty hard to trade Tesla stock in Africa, but you can trade Bitcoin easily anywhere in the world, you know. So, and probably Bitcoin and Ethereum are the easiest assets now to create hype around, you know. So probably it will go to $100,000. If it's good or bad, I don't know. Probably it's just, you know, there's nothing good or bad about it. This is just something that happens, you know. So there is not much utility to Bitcoin, unfortunately. It might be some version of digital gold, like digital gold. But gold was not really successful as currency, you know. So it's just a very interesting speculative asset which the world is really mad about, you know. So this is it. If you ask me like objectively what will happen to Bitcoin without philosophy, yeah, I think it will go to $100,000. S is big shit. S is a very like there is a lot of brains in Ethereum, but let me tell you one thing. I think Ethereum is barely usable. You know, so sometimes I have to use MetaMask. I wouldn't like to use it like ever, you know, because it's like it's not good user experience. But actually, some things will remain no matter what. I think EVM approach has established itself, so it's probably pretty stupid to try and create something which is not EVM compatible. That's why units.network will be EVM compatible. It's a tricky question because actually it doesn't matter what smart contract language you use. It just doesn't matter, you know. So it doesn't resolve anything. So you can't come up with like a smart contract language which is like way better than some other smart contract language, you know. So it's just a tool, and EVM has established itself as the main smart contract platform. So we're gonna use it, no problem. Yeah, if you think the BTC will reach new ATH, I think so. Yeah, if you don't think so, tell me your reasons, because it seems to be very, you know, some major disaster might happen because we have so many risks in the world right now, you know. So, but if the world still exists, keeps existing, you know, BTC will go high. But it won't change anything, you know, because nobody uses BTC other than for speculation. You know, nobody pays with BTC, for example. You know, I kind of understand what is the volume for BTC payments in the world, and it's really small. You know, so you have like for countries like Switzerland, you have $20 million per year in BTC payments for the whole country, you know, so kind of from some projects that are working there. So I have this number, you know, so it's tiny. So it's not some kind of like a payment instrument. It's a speculative asset. P2 will fly, man, and it already started. It's just, you know, it was like it was resting. He was resting. He was like taking some time off, you know, like, but now he has a lot of energy and he prepares to fly to the sky. Sasha, what are your plans to lock waves down and reduce the number in circulation? Actually, why should we do that? So, in terms of like, yeah, let's discuss this problem because everybody cares about one thing. It is price. Okay, let's discuss price and distribution. So DeFi products should help really. So we have some new DeFi products, for example, Rome stablecoin, which is not really targeted towards locking a lot of waves currently, but I think it will when it becomes a bit bigger. Rome, launched by Puzzle Team by Vladimir. Currently, there is more like ecosystem assets in its collateral, but I think when things well, like look more like bright for waves, you know, there's going to be more ways. So I think it's a very good approach, and Vladimir is working a lot on Rome. There is a lot of ideas and new approaches, soft liquidations, for example, some new mechanic to keep the peg at all times. So Rome is just starting, and this is an important product to launch more waves. Also, there is some other ideas in terms of DeFi that could actually lock more waves into DeFi products. Yeah, I think, yeah. What can I tell more about that? Probably at this stage, that's it. And more waves should be locked in leasing when we launch units. Because as you probably know, Units network under the hood has waves. So you have the same miners. Miners who support waves also support units. So in order to get profits from Units network, for example, mine native tokens of different side chains, future side chains in the ecosystem, you will have to be a waves miner as well. And to do so, you need waves, or you need someone to lease you some waves, to stake some waves with your node. So that should increase demand for waves as well. So this is the beauty of this idea. We launch a new ecosystem, but under the hood, it's still based on waves. But it's like EVM chain with new tokens and everything. But under the hood, you have waves. So everything that happens in that ecosystem should help waves. Also in terms of like locking more tokens, because leasing your waves to some node is essentially locking it. It's the same. Q Sparks redirected his message. What did you say, man? Let's launch the Neutrino fund. Yeah, check out what Vladimir is doing with new index. I think this can be part of it. Imagine the man that ruined the whole ecosystem is saying bad about BTC, that's pulling the whole crypto market up. You don't have to imagine it. Bitcoin is shit. Here you have it, man. I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm like, you know. When will my L2MP be unlocked so I can sell them all? I will find your account, man, and I will make sure that it will never be unlocked. All I see is a scammer, a bullshitter. I love you too. switching Ethereum WG to XTN via virus does not work. Yeah, because we ran out of XTN. There was a portion of the total supply locked in virus. 100 million XTN tokens locked for conversion, but people have used it up, unfortunately. So when can we resume this? When XTN price becomes a bit higher, because at current rates, we will not have enough XTN for that, because the conversion is at current market rate. This is the thing here. Muhammad, hey Muhammad, I sent you DM regarding Neutrino participating in the Black DAO by depositing the Black's treasury and benefit. Yeah, we're gonna do something similar, man. If people are complaining that it's hard to write it in English, you can ask me in Russian, no problem, I will translate. When will NSBT be interested again and start receiving fees again? It's like, yeah, so I can tell you the exact date. It does take a bit more than I expected, unfortunately. The product idea is clear. The thing is, it is currently built on Ethereum, and it's not going so fast because it's a new technology for the team, So stay tuned. NSBT is never forgotten, and in case of successful launch on Ethereum, NSBT holders will benefit directly because a percentage, a share of profits from Ethereum will be sent to NSBT people. So what can I tell you about the timing? It's a matter of months, a couple months, I think. Vladimir is here. Hi, Vola. You're doing a great job in Waves. Have 7.5K lock in virus. When we pay, what kind of assets? Tell me more details, because it's different for different assets. Sasha, when next week? Next week. What are your thoughts about Waves market? I mean, you want me to give you some technical analysis, but it's kind of so I hate discussing this theme, but it's pretty clear. Waves is very oversold from technical analysis perspective. And it has a lot of upside potential, purely from technical analysis perspective. So if you know technical analysis just a bit, and you can pull up a Waves chart, you will see that immediately. Oh, who's in the house? Aztec is here. Long time no see, man. How are you doing? How's your project? USDM. USDM is now XTM, and it will live as L2MP, mostly currently. And then as unit 0. Do you think that launch of the new index token will be attractive? What incentives to be interesting to people? Yeah, there is this multi-pool. I can tell you guys the idea. There is idea of multi-pools that Vladimir has explored, and it's working in Puzzle. And you can basically take an LP token from multi-pool. What is a multi-pool? It's a pool with a lot of tokens, not just 2 tokens as you have in Uniswap, or 4 as you have in Curve, but with 10 or maybe 20 tokens. And you can create such a pool, and you can just use the LP token of this pool as an index asset, basically representing the whole basket of tokens locked in that pool. And through this, you can create a crypto index. And why is it interesting? Because it has less risks than each like particular asset in the basket, which is obvious. Yeah, there's some diversification. So if you like, the price should be like smoother, the price curve should be smoother than price of, for example, some asset in the basket. But on top of that, you have a lot of fees because those multi-pools have a lot of trades. Because, for example, when you trade in traditional Uniswap pool, basically some price movements generate only one trade, yeah, which rebalances the pool. But when you have a multi-pool, when the price of one token is a multiple changes, you have a lot of trades because all tokens have to be traded against this token to rebalance the pool again, which creates a lot of fees. It's really high. If you check Puzzle out, Puzzle is like multi-pool project on Waves. You will see that like real APY there, not some fake APY, not yield farming APY. They're just real APY from fees. Is around 50% for many pools there. And if you create a stable, like semi-stable asset, index should be like more stable than its constituents. And on top of that, if you hold that asset and receive like 20 to 30% APY per year, this product can be really appealing to the masses. You just hold crypto if you believe in crypto. You have some index token, which basically encompasses all crypto. And at the same time, you get like 20% APY. So it's an awesome product. If we launch it properly, it can be huge. Aztec, I really wish you well. I think you have a nice project. And if it's not launched on Waves, now probably maybe this is not the best time, but I hope that we can help you with it in the future. Hi, Sasha. What does that mean that the marketing will start for people who are already in the ecosystem? They know about units. Yeah, the marketing is starting with you guys, but the next step is outreach to the whole world, and this is what is happening now. Yeah, Alex is asking in Russian why for Ibu exchange does not vote for the new feature. I think they will next week. They promised to do that next week. There is some holiday, I think. So they're like not really responsive, but I got like I'm pinning them every day. And they told me that they have vacation actually, and they will vote next week. It's not good, I understand, and it actually makes you think about how we can handle that, because probably it's not the best setup when one miner can block the whole network from updating. So we have to think, maybe it's a good moment to rethink this approach. Will waves be included in the asset basket of the new index token? Yes, I think so. Do you believe on this project? Many people still believe in you. I believe in everything I do. But you don't have to believe in me, because people have forgotten completely. Actually, blockchain technology was supposed to be trustless. So what is trustless? Trustless means requiring no trust, so you don't have to trust to use something. But people have totally forgotten about it, So, but I want to remind you about that 10 years ago, blockchain promise was to create a protocol that requires no trust. And I will still trying to do that. So marketing to the world is that one tweet. This is the start. This is like, this is just the start. This is a signal that we are starting. This is just like launch shot, I expect a Super Bowl halftime announcement next year. I will do it like Kanye did, you know. So he's crazy, but he understands how the world works. Uh, how much is the budget for marketing? I can give you an estimate in surf tokens if you want. Where are the bots from the last AMA? Here you are, man. We are with you, Sasha. Thank you, man. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Where will the funds for marketing come from? Did you find VCs? You know, if you no, so it's very easy to do something with money. Try to do something without money. You know, this is cool, and it's doable. And as for VCs, stay tuned. Are we expecting anything from Numeris? As I told you guys, yeah, you really can't do everything at once. Obviously, I'm not gonna code Numeris, and I wasn't gonna code it like myself because I'm a very slow coder, unfortunately, or fortunately, I don't know. But we need some money for development, and basically I tried to raise some funds from the community, from the DAO. You were not that impressed. So now we should find a good moment to relaunch this. You know, so when we have some budget from maybe from units successful launch, we will use it to relaunch Virus as Numeris, a platform with fixed interest loans. When we will start WX marketing, if I remember, there was yeah. So actually, good question, James. It's time to do some marketing for WX. You know, so probably why we didn't do much marketing because we didn't have new product there, and we could have marketed more even with existing products because they're good, and probably they didn't have enough marketing in their time when they were launching. But it's better to market something which is new. And now we have synthetics and derivatives, leverage trading, and this will be marketed. And finally, we have one USDT. As I told you at the beginning of this AMA, we have one USDT token. Having multiple tokens for the same asset, like USDT ERC20, ERC USDT BSC20, and so on and so forth. It's very confusing for users. But now we will have one USDT finally. And I think actually that can be a game changer. So let's see how it goes. Why do you think Waze is increasingly performing very poorly and losing positions in the market cap ranking? A lot of money in the market, you know, so people pump new tokens, and we are not pumping waves. But stay tuned, man. I hate discussing the price, but probably price is still some reflection of something that really happens. So let's see how Unis launch will influence the wave's price. Call show. Hello, Sasha. Again, I have a question about what waves learns about everything that has happened in recent years, how to prepare that it doesn't happen again in the following projects. Good question, man. That would require some very lengthy response, so I'll try to maybe be more succinct. Yeah, but I will tell you the truth, you know. So I was thinking that crypto was mostly about decentralization and creating new protocols that can replace existing ones, like, you know, enhance social interaction. But crypto turned out about trading shitcoins, you know. So, and now I take this into account, man. I take this into account that there's a lot of like speculative interest, which is pretty aggressive and can ruin everything. So you have to be, you have to keep your guard up at all times and not believe that everything's going to be fine because you're trying to do a good thing, which can be good for humanity, because nobody gives a fuck about that. That's it. People just want to make money, and I don't know what they want to do with that money. This is a secret for me, because why do you need $1 billion? What can you do with it? I don't know, but people want it, so this is some kind of drug, so you have to be realistic, and you have to understand that all people want to do from crypto is just making some money. It doesn't preclude us from pursuing the ideas of decentralization and bright, shiny, decentralized future. But we have to be always knowledgeable about the fact that nobody actually gives a fuck. This is it, man. Will there be a new stable currency? I don't have very good ideas, for new stable coins. I think I like the idea of a stable, quasi-stable index asset, which is not like pegged to US dollar, but just like low volatility crypto asset. I think it's interesting. As for stable coins with hard peg, I think you can't do too much in that direction. And let's develop what we have. I mentioned Rome. It's a very nice stable coin backed by LP tokens, which makes it like safer, because LP tokens are not so volatile. Even if they're like comprised of volatile assets, LP token becomes less volatile than its constituents. Yeah, so it's a very nice project, and I'll help Rome as much as I can. And very nice name, very unusual name. Vladimir has come up with a very nice name, I think. Which will launch first, NSBT or Numeris? NSBT, I think, because NSBT is kind of independent, and Numeris was my idea. Yeah. How does Waves ecosystem evolve in the Telegram space? How did Wave handle the FUD wave? Are there any? Yeah, Telegram is growing. Actually, it's a very big platform currently, and I like what people do in terms of like Telegram bots. It's very interesting. We should do something. Really, we should do something. Telegram has its problems. I won't go into that direction. Everybody has problems. But it's like a very promising platform, obviously. You understand that WhatsApp can be compared even like the Telegram, because Telegram is so diverse and there is so many things you can do in Telegram. It's pretty cool. So we have to be there, but I don't really want to launch something like some clicker, when I start thinking about it, I just turn off, because it's really hard for me to think about those things, about projects like that, because they're very manipulative, and it's not my thing. But there is some ideas within the community. I was shown some prototypes of nice Telegram bots that will be launched on Waves soon. And maybe, for example, one idea, we can actually make a Telegram version of Power DAO. What do you think? We can create a big DAO on Telegram. Like a really big DAO, Telegram DAO. Because there's a lot of people there. And as far as I understand, of course, there's native crypto on Telegram, which is fun, obviously. But they don't preclude other cryptos from launching their products. So it's pretty agnostic. So let's try maybe to do something on Telegram on top of their existing infrastructure, because it provides you with a very big reach to the whole world. So yeah, my idea, probably the first thing that comes to mind is launching some DAO in Telegram, which we can actually build on Power Protocol. How ways? Yeah, some more questions from. Yes, sorry, I lost. Yeah, Anton is asking, how did waves handle the FUD wave? Yeah, it was very interesting. It was a nice experience. Um, what do you think Waze is increasingly performing very poorly? Yeah, I replied, man. And maybe it didn't hear, but I replied. No, James. James is saying that you will have to use MetaMask with the new USDT. No, no, no. The same mechanism of authorization will be used. What's the plan for XTM? Aztec is asking. I really think to integrate it on our game, one of the payment method. I'm not sure it's a good idea, actually. So XTM will live until there is no more of it, because there is some end game to XTM, to buy it back in full and burn it without any mercy, So it probably will make it an asset with supply that goes down, and maybe its price should go up. This is the plan, but eventually it will be phased out. It will be all bought back and burned. So probably if you want to add something to your game, just maybe add waves or some stable coin from waves. That would be that would have more value long term, if you understand what I mean. Is Pepper Team creating any United USDC as well? Yeah, sure. Yeah, you can create anything. You can create like one coin for any asset. It's interesting because for waves it's important because we don't have native tether. But it's also interesting for other chains because it will enable liquidity transfer between different chains. When you, for example, want to swap your USDT from Polygon to USDT on a Binance Smart Chain. Through this token, you will be able to do that because it's just some kind of like aggregated token for the whole basket of USDT on different chains. So it will enable interchain swaps as well. Saul Goodman, S. Goodman. I think it's Saul Goodman is here. Hi. Waves extend is 62 is really high. Also, WXG tokens are locked. Yeah, guys. So we still have those issues. We're not trying to sweep them under the rug. And we're dealing with this, and nothing is forgotten. But in order to resolve those problems, we need to move forward, because this is the way it works, by moving forward, we deal with the problem that we faced, and yeah, this is how it goes. Waves never stops. And no need for stable. We have Pepe. You may be right. Yeah. I don't think it's bad to make money with crypto. No, man. You are saying that it's not bad to be happy. Sure, it's not bad. you should be happy, man. So if it makes you happy, this is good. But it doesn't make everyone happy. And I thought that the idea of blockchain was to make everyone happy. Currently, crypto is a zero-sum game because it just enables the value transfer. That's it. Make Pete fly. I will. Pete plus Telegram. Good idea. We are questioning about Ton and S are considered Russian project. S, because Vitalik is Russian. It's a very nice conspiracy theory. I don't think so. If you want to ask me if there is some Russian money in Ethereum, probably not. Probably not. Waves is considered a Russian project, but we get so much hate compared to the other two. Yeah, because maybe we are not a Russian project, man. So I don't want to be. I'm not gonna say like anything bad about Russia at the moment. Uh, Not because I couldn't, you know. Actually, I spent there all my life, almost all my like adult life. But there are some obvious issues with Russia. But it's not important. It's not relevant. So I don't want to. I don't want Waves to be associated with any country because it should be a global project. The world is so small. You understand it now. So you understand that if there is some problem in the world, it's the same everywhere. It's not that Russia has some issue and everyone doesn't have that issue. You can see that those issues that we are facing are global. So it's not a Russian problem or American problem. The same thing is happening everywhere currently. And Russia is maybe just more like susceptible, to it. I'm gonna be like Putin now, in his interview with Tucker when he gave him like a 30-minute lesson in Russian history, which nobody cares about. Yeah, but if you remember Russian Revolution, so the only country that fell to communism in Europe was Russia. Think about it. Russia is always the first when there is some shit in the world. When will TMP unlock? When Union Zero launches? Is there an updated Waves 2.0 roadmap? Yep, man. I think for units, basically, it's I can give you some verbal roadmap now. So what's gonna happen? Currently we launched Waves 1.5. This is some kind of like intermediate release between current Waves and Waves 2.0, of which Unit Zero is a very important part. It's not all that we want to create with Waves 2.0, but it's like half of it. And Unit Zero is an ecosystem of interconnected chains based on top of Waves. But the next step to update Waves, again, the basic layer. And this is going to be very interesting. And we will be on it starting from the end of the year. So this is some kind of verbal roadmap. Why it's not more detailed? Because currently we're focused on launching units. And as for units, there is a very detailed roadmap and we will publish it. And it's pretty like short term, like we understand what we do like every month. Units is on the testnet, StageNet, like internal testnet. And it will be on the testnet in March. Today is the 1st of March, actually. I wish you all happy spring time. Make something fun, maybe a pit game. Yeah, give me some. Yeah, I have some ideas about pit. Just need time to execute. Say more about BAI. It's a yes. So this is a project from Waves OGs who didn't leave waves despite all the issues. Thanks to them. And yeah, everybody's trying to do some AI projects currently. But I think Bay, okay, let's say Bay, is doing a very reasonable thing, actually very like straightforward. They want to enable smart contracts to use AI, which is a very needed thing, I guess. So basically, your smart contract on Ethereum or on Waves will be able to call chat GPT and ask some questions and use the response to do something else. Like, terrific. Great project. I wish them well, and they're launching soon. They have received some funding from Waves DAO, and now it's time for them to launch. Let's see how it goes. I think everything's going to be fine. I wish them best of luck. Yeah. Call show, yeah. Call show. A response to my answer. Yeah, right, man. Yeah. Technology should make people happy. Not some people, but all the people. You know. This is my point. This is my point. It shouldn't be a zero-sum game. And actually it isn't, because people do live better than they lived several centuries ago. But maybe we can do even better, with the use of technology. Here are the bots. You mean, yeah, he's asking. Some people came, maybe just like real people, I don't know. There is more activity. You can see that there is more people here than before. So maybe not all of them are bots. Government don't want you to be happy and financially free. But who is government? Think about that. There are people like you. It's not some like vague entity. There are like real people like you. Think why they behave this way. Just I won't speak more about it, but just think about it. The Waves ecosystem needs to return to its old days. Maybe we need some new days, man, because I must tell you, I didn't like old days. Because I was expecting always, and this is my like maybe something which I want to share with you, yeah, like some intimate thing, because I was expecting some bullshit always, like because why I was feeling that I could see that it wasn't going into the direction that I had hoped it would go, not for Waves but for decentralized ledger technology, and my predictions basically turned out to be correct, you know. But now I don't have this fear, because when something bad happens, when you like anticipated it, when you were like afraid of it, once it's happened, you feel free. So now I feel more free, because all bad things that could have happened, they happened. So I don't have any admonitions anymore, or what's it called? Premonitions. English is not my native language, so I think it shows. When and white codes, stay tuned. When units coming, don't drink the tea. Very rarely. I drink coffee all the time. Is XTN still swappable to O2MP? Yes, it is swappable, but your O2MP will be staked. Soros. Is Soros alive, by the way? Or he died? Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, Rothschild died. Yeah, Rothschild. Give me one code. No. Okay, give me more questions, guys, and we will wrap it up. And let me, as for codes, let me share This is like some kind of like soft launch currently, yeah, but we're gonna step it up slowly. But now you can basically apply for a code to become Unit ambassador. And I will share the link right now. Fill out the form and wait for the code. It will give you 10% more if somebody signs up using your code. You will get 10% of his L2MPs, and he or she will get 10% more as well. Next week summary. Yeah, guys, so we're gonna start this campaign properly. This was just the announcement, the launch announcement, nothing more. So we're gonna work on the campaign. Synthetic assets will be dropped to WXDAO holders. What else? Something else. I'm more focused on units now, guys. Yeah, because there's a lot of things to do. Basically building it from scratch, and like from everything starts in you, for waves and for me as well. But it's okay, it's okay. So this is not the first time in my life. So probably God wants me to make another attempt to do something good for the people. And I'll be working on that next week, the week after that, and all subsequent weeks as well. So thank you very much. Ride on waves. Unit is coming, and the marketing has started. I love you all. See you next time. I wish you a nice weekend. See you next Friday, guys.